My brother, I've been thinking about something. We've talked about this. Let's give the people more. Oh, they're gonna f it up.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and today we're going to be discussing the first film for this month in which The Rock was credited as Dwayne Johnson, and that's 2008's Get Smart, starring Steve Carrell, Anne Hathaway, Dwayne Johnson, Alan Arkin, Terrence Stamp, Dalip Singh, Terry Crews, James Caan, Masi Oka, Nate Torrance, and Bill Murray. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And like I said during the introduction, today's film is the first one in which The Rock was credited as Dwayne Johnson. Now, it may not have been the first one in his complete filmography, but it's the first one that we're going to be discussing this month as we celebrate Dwayne Johnson's 50th birthday all month long. Get smart. Let's get into it here, shall we? Now, as our movie opens, we meet Maxwell Smart, an analyst for the top secret American intelligence agency, Control. And Max yearns to become a field agent, just like his idol, Agent 23. Now, despite his top scores in all the acceptance tests, Max is continually denied promotions due to his higher value as an analyst for the organization. However, when Control headquarters is attacked by a terrorist organization known as Chaos, almost all of Control's agents' identities are exposed, which leaves only Agent 99 as a viable field op. Therefore, Max is promoted as a field agent, becoming Agent 86. However, the more experienced Agent 99 is hesitant to partner up with him due to his inexperience. On his first day on the job, Max receives a Swiss Army knife, which includes special add-ons such as a miniature flamethrower, as well as a crossbow, which shoots darts that are attached to a spiderweb thread. Now, while on a plane to Moscow, Agent 99 spots a threatening looking man sitting all the way in the back. Agent 99 suspects that he may be an assassin, but Max brushes it off as racial profiling. When Max notices gum on his shoe, he tries to remove it with a matchstick. However, the passengers assume that Max is attempting to blow up the airplane, so he is tackled by an air marshal and gets his hands restrained with zip ties. Max asks to use the restroom, and while inside, he attempts to break his zip tie by using the crossbow on his Swiss Army knife. Max is able to break the zip tie, however, one of the darts hits the eject button, causing him to plummet towards the earth without a parachute. Agent 99 jumps into action and follows Max with the parachute, as does the assassin. However, Agent 99 is able to prevent the assassin from making them all crash when she surprises him with a kiss, just long enough for her to deploy the chute. The assassin crashes into a barn and is presumed to be dead by Max as well as Agent 99, although she still berates Max for the incident in the first place. The two agents then arrive at the mansion for Chaos's chief bomb maker, Ladislas Kristic, during a party, and upon the completion of an intense dance-off, the agents are able to infiltrate the main office and trace nuclear material to a Chaos nuclear weapons facility which has been disguised as a Moscow bakery. They are captured by Kristic as well as his men, but they are able to eliminate all of them successfully. Now, inside of the bakery, Max meets with Siegfried, the Chaos boss, as well as the second in command, Starker, only to learn that a double agent has compromised their identities. Max is able to escape and destroy the weapons factory, but he and Agent 99 are confronted by the very same assassin that they had assumed to be dead earlier. All seems lost, but then Max recognizes the assassin as Dalip, who was in a recording that was obtained during Max's time as an analyst. Max then gives Dalip advice on how to fix his failing marriage, and Dalip, in return, lets them go. The chief then sends Agent 23 to observe the cleanup of the factory. However, Chaos is able to sneak the weapons out through the Moskva River before Agent 23 is able to arrive, thereby leaving him convinced that it was only a bakery that had been destroyed. After realizing that Max had been alone during his discoveries, Control begins to suspect that Max is in fact the double agent. Now, Agent 99, who has gradually been developing feelings for Max, is heartbroken by this revelation, but takes him into custody as requested, just as Max begins to suspect that she is in fact the real double agent. Meanwhile, we learn that Siegfried and Starker are plotting to detonate a nuclear bomb in Los Angeles while the president is visiting the city. Siegfried contacts the U.S. government during a meeting that is being attended by both the control chief as well as the vice president of the United States, and he threatens to release nuclear weapon detonator codes to hostile countries unless he is paid a ransom of $200 billion. The members of the meeting, especially the vice president, do not take the call seriously, much to the chief's dismay. While Max is in a control holding cell, Dalip sends him a secret message in the form of a dedication on America's Top 40 with Ryan Seacrest, posing as his girlfriend and alerting him to Siegfried's plans. Max is able to escape the holding cell and arrives in LA in order to reunite with the chief as well as agents 23 and 99. Max is able to convince them that he is not the double agent. Meanwhile, as the president arrives at the Disney concert hall, Siegfried, Stocker, and Dalip plant the bomb within the concert hall. However, when Max's Geiger counter, which is hidden in his watch, picks up traces of radiation from Agent 23, Max, the chief, and Agent 99 all realize that he is the real double agent. Agent 23 grabs Agent 99 and takes her hostage as he flees in a vehicle. And after a high-speed chase, Max finally rescues Agent 99. But during the struggle, the car is set on fire and forced onto railroad tracks. Max then kisses Agent 23 in order to distract him after remembering that Agent 99 had used the exact same trick on Dalip earlier. Max and Agent 99 are thrown off the car just before it strikes an oncoming freight train, killing Agent 23. After analyzing Agent 23's nuclear football, Max realizes that the bomb will be triggered by the final note of Beethoven's Ode to Joy. So they rush to the Disney concert hall, where Max tackles the elderly conductor just before the final note, saving the president as well as the city of Los Angeles. Despite Siegfried failing in his plan, he is satisfied enough with Dalip's performance that he decides not to kill Dalip's wife. He does state, though, that he would have done the world a favor by offing her. This causes Dalip to throw Siegfried into a river, much to the delight of Stocker. As our movie ends, a party is being held in Max's honor back at the control headquarters. Agent 99 gives Max a puppy, while the chief bestows upon Max the honor of being promoted to a real spy full time. As Max and 99 leave, Max attempts to fix a jammed door and ends up stuck between the sliding doors as the film cuts to black and we hear Max yelling, "You gotta be kidding me." I feel like this was another pivotal role in The Rock's filmography and Dwayne Johnson's filmography because it's the first one, at least that we're covering this month, in which he plays a villain. Yes, if you think about the lore of The Mummy Returns, Matthias, the Scorpion King, was a villain in that, but within the confines of the Scorpion King film, he was very much a hero. Rundown, Walking Tall, the same. Be Cool, he was the bodyguard for one of the bad guys, but he had a heart of gold because he ended up being a good guy and turning on Raji. This one, we all thought he was a good guy, and he turned out to be the double agent. He turned out to be the villain in the film. And Dalip, the Great Khali, who we thought was a villain, ended up becoming the good guy and helping Max and Agent 99 save the day. So this was one of the first times in film we saw The Rock as a villain. Now, more often than not, Dwayne's films, he still hasn't been the villain. He's got too much of that leading man charm and charisma to get saddled into it, but he showed that he could if he needed to. And Dalip, the Great Khali, showed that he could be a good guy if given the opportunity. If you think about it and go back and watch old episodes of Raw and SmackDown, right around the time this movie came out, the Great Khali became a babyface on TV. This movie was a direct result of that. The Rock again getting to work with a stellar all-star cast. Anne Hathaway, Steve Carrell, Alan Arkin, James Caan. Huge for Dwayne in his career, being able to learn off of all these people whose world he is coming into. Now, granted, by the time Get Smart comes, he's already been acting for like 6 years. But he's still kind of in that lull. He hasn't had those critically acclaimed roles yet that really are going to start to bring him out. And Be Cool and Get Smart both very much helped him round his acting chops, in my opinion, by getting to work with such stellar actors and actresses. Now, is Get Smart a great movie? No. But by no means would I say it's a great movie. But it's definitely a fun, enjoyable little ride. It's a classic TV show from the 60s that got remade into a film in the 2000s, much in the vein of Charlie's Angels and some of the others that we saw during that time. The Rock on his own would go on later in his filmography and do Baywatch, and he'd do another TV show into a movie. So it's definitely a trend that has continued to this day. But for better or worse, I'd say that Get Smart is one of the better ones, where the TV show was turned into the movie. What do you guys think? Let me know. Of course, if you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. But let me know how you feel about the whole TV shows getting turned into movies thing. I'm curious. When it comes to my rating for Get Smart, I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5. I don't enjoy it as much as I did The Scorpion King, The Rundown. I put it along the same lines that I did Walking Tall. Again, what do you guys think? Do you think that I'm being too hard on Get Smart, or do you think that I placed it kind of fairly in its rating there? Again, let me know. Premiere, leave your comments over here. On demand, leave your thoughts and comments down here. I keep telling you guys this during this run of the show. Let's engage in conversation over these films. I am very curious what you guys think, and I will respond to your comments in the comment box. So let's have a little bit of a conversation going on here. Leave those thoughts and comments below for me to get back to. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, when we take a look at the very first kid-friendly film that we're going to discuss in The Rock's filmography, and that is The Tooth Fairy, starring Dwayne Johnson, Ashley Judd, Julie Andrews, Stephen Merchant, Billy Crystal, and Seth MacFarlane. You're not going to want to miss out on that one. Right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. Right back here on an all-new installment of Renegades Reviews, when I take a look at The Tooth Fairy. Thank you to all my loyal fans and viewers out there tuned in today. Smash that like button, share, leave those comments. As I said, let's engage in conversation. Let's spread the word that the Renegade is back. He's here to stay. And we're talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson here as we celebrate his 50th birthday all month long right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, right here on Renegades Reviews. Make sure you guys tune in on Friday. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.